Alright guys, so we just tried to take a quick run in Danger Room to unlock the Extreme mode. So the Extreme mode you need to be proficiency level 5 or higher to actually unlock the Danger Room Extreme requirements. It doesn't really say anything at this point in time about rewards. Should I try again? No. I'm just going to wait and see if those guys can get it to run. Alright, what I'm going to do, going to have a quick look at these character modelings, character uniforms and that sort of thing. So let's have a look at Dormammu. So Dormammu's surprise tier 3, I actually thought it was going to be Mephisto coming to the game, but it's Dormammu with the Damnation uniform. So let's have a quick run through. Okay, so they've actually got some decent gear on Dormammu at the moment, but let's have a quick run through his skill preview. Well, actually, let's have a look at his uniform effect first. And it is a way different look for Dormammu. He looks pretty awesome. I mean, look at that. He looks pretty cool. And I believe that's true to the comics representation. So let's have a look at his uniform options. We got Crossbones as the first uniform, Jean Grey X-Men Red in second, Invisible Woman third, Cable as fourth, and Red Guardian has his fifth uniform option. Actually pretty good uniform options. There's nothing super exotic in there. So yeah, I think that's probably pretty good uniform options. Now his uniform effect, there's a lot of skills change, right? So applies to self, increased skill damage by 40%, increases bonus damage by 30%. Okay, so it's a damage buff. Now if we have a look at his actual skills and the changes, it's significant. So first skill now has bleed damage and removes elasticity. His second skill has burn damage, bind, decreased fire resist up to 60% and ignores immunity. His third skill has a paralysis, a bind, 100% immunity for damage for all damages. His fourth skill, okay, so enables attacking enemies who have activated the ignore targeting effect. Okay, applies to enemies, has a stun, 10% decrease of fire resist, stacks up to 60%. Again, ignores immunity. Applies to self, reflect 40% of damage received, which is absolutely insane, and fire damage as well. His fifth skill has more burn damage, has a 4-second silence. I mean, it's just a silence monster. 10% decrease of all defenses, stacks up to 50%, ignores immunity. So that's going to be super handy. Increases, so 80% chance to penetrate with fire immunity, increases all attacks, all defense by 45%, man. So that's some buff. All speed by 10 and crit rate by 45% and removes incapacitation. That is quite the skill set. So let's have a quick look and see how his skills actually go. So we'll just skip over to the skill preview pane here and have a quick look. Now, one thing that I did notice that also his leadership has changed significantly. Look at this leadership. It is the bomb. Applies to villain allies, increases damage dealt to superhero type characters by 60%. That is immense. And we've got his, he's obviously has 100% revive. I mean, to me, Dormammu has always been a PvP-based character that can PvE at the same time, right? Just because he's so powerful. Well, this was back in the day before he turned into a piece of shit. But that's what he used to be like. He's got a heal on himself as well. Activation, 25% chance when attacking, 20% recovery. I mean, this is big time. And this is his tier 3 skill. Applies to enemies, decreases all speeds by 25%. Well, Frost Beast will be super slow. Deals 30% burn damage every 1 second. Has a stun, has a fear, has a massive silence again on the tier 3. Incapacitation as well. Applies to self, ignores target dodge rate by 100%, so ignores all dodge. 80% chance to penetrate. 9-second invincible, that's a huge invincibility. 60% increase of all attacks for 15 seconds. Fire damage, 160% of energy attack. Wow, what a character. Okay, let's have a quick look at skill preview, and then we might take him for a run in Alliance Battle Extreme and just see, well, I'll have a look at his build first, see how they've equipped, see what they've set him up as. So third skill, not bad. Looks like a bit of a Saturn type setup being thrown at the enemies. Second skill, it's got like a fire sword. Just takes a little bit of a swing at him. Cop that. Second skill, it's kind of whipping a bit of cosmic fire energy around the screen. Fourth skill, is that like a staff that he had there? Yeah, it's like all those different swords. Man, that looks pretty awesome, I have to admit. And all the and then the swords are, you know, moved by ESP or whatever he does to attack the enemies as well. Fifth skill. Wow. Man, that's pretty... Oh, look at that damage over time. Wow. Just goes forever. And let's have a look at the tier 3. Just melts the earth. And does around about 500 hits at the same time. So that looks pretty damn good. He looks like a very well-rounded character, and he's a native tier 2. He's a very expensive character. There's nothing cheap about Dormammu, and the way that Netmarble have been kind of, you know, so they've already got him with a CTP of Rage as well, although a terrible roll on it. So the way that Netmarble, this could take forever to change the options. We got so ridiculous amounts of CTPs of energy in here again. Man, look at that. Why doesn't that happen in real life? Nice crit rate, nice dodge. We might quickly set what ISO sets he got. Nothing at the moment. So we might just quickly roll an ISO set on him and take him for a real quick run in Alliance Battle Extreme, just as a real early look, guys. And then then later on we might be able to come back and revisit this fiery unit to see how he goes, maybe with a bit more of an optimized run. I'll just be totally spamming. You guys can see that there's, you know, I've had no chance to play him. That was the first time I've looked at his skills. So let's have a quick look and see what Dormammu looks like. Well, I might quickly roll his uniform options as well. So we're just going to boost that dodge up there, even though I don't need the crit rate at all. So it's probably a pretty stupid choice. But let's have a quick look at his uniform options. We're going to leave the Euro the same. We're not going to kind of max him out or anything like that. So we're just going to change that to energy attack. He is an energy attacker, he always has been. Maybe not quite as quick as what I'm thinking it's going to be. Yeah, not terrible. What do we need? Actually, we don't need anything there. But he's 5th gear, recovery rate. Okay, so we don't really even need that 3rd gear. I'll change it all, but we're going to change it anyway. Yeah, I thought those guys would have a bit of trouble actually getting Danger Room to work. We've never been able to get it to work before. Dodge is fine. Crit damage is probably fine as well. I'll have a look and see what he actually has. So crit damage, he desperately needs crit damage. So let's change this to crit damage. So as you can see, a rushed and less than ideal build here. How are we looking now? Should be up around that 170, 180 mark. And what we'll do is we'll quickly change these crit. Okay. Just bear with me one more sec, guys. Oh. And we should be able to get his crit pretty well maxed. We're going to do the same here. Just whack a crit damage on him. And what's wrong with me today? Have a quick look at his skills again. So which ones have the buff? 5th skill. 5th skill has a buff. Okay, let's try him out in Alliance Battle Extreme. Well, hang on, which one has the silence again? Oh, which skill has the silence? I think it's 5th again. Yeah, the 5th skill has a silence. And the tier 3 has a silence. Alright, let's just give him a quick run and see what happens. And what are we going to run? So he's all 5 damage, but anyway, let's just I hate holding you guys up doing this sort of stuff where I'm looking. Let's give him She-Hulk lead. Let's give him, probably should be someone who does, probably should be Ghost Panther. And Universal, oh, not her. Yeah, stop that. Oh man. So they've actually, it looks like they've changed that sorting field as well. So let's quickly load him up, see how we go. Yeah. Sorry if there's a rubbing sound, guys. It's just I'm using this shitty headphone mic at the moment. Here we go. Our old friend the Frost Beast, who really should be a fair bit more powerful than what he is. I'm not sure what skills can be cancelled and what can't. Oh, wow, really stacks the damage on, doesn't he? Whoa. Total button mashing. Total button mashing. Just going to leave that 5th skill to sit there, even though we got some ridiculous period now. I probably could have cancelled with a tier 3. Let's roll into the tier 3 now. So this is a test server with like a kind of not too good build. Total button mashing, prioritizing the 5th skill. And man, we're gonna be up around 6 million at the end. And as you can see, the silence is just too easy now. But you know what? There is a positive side to that as well. It means no one's going to spend that much time doing Alliance Battle Extreme. You can play and enjoy other modes in the game. That that you might want to play. So the endless grinding of Alliance Battle Extreme, hours and hours trying to get that beast roll correct for those people who do that, and I know that people do that. Oh, you're shitting me. Okay, so it actually he didn't cancel that roll. You can kind of see what's happening here with Dormammu anyway. It gives you a little bit of an idea of where he's at, and I'll come back and revisit him over, maybe a bit later on tonight. Very cool looking character. I think he will be pretty amazing in PvP as well. I really think that's probably where he will shine. I think he'll shine in PvE as well based off that. That was a shit run with 0 rotation. He's still up around 5 million. Haven't seen that for a long time in a test server. So man, quite a powerful character. Very powerful indeed. I'm looking forward to kind of building him up a little bit more. And probably finding out a decent rotation, trying him in a couple of different modes, and yeah, go from there. Let me know what you think so far, Dormammu.